a lot of the advice that we hear and things that are kind of just, I guess, virtues that we hear are not thought about enough. And we joke about it and become desensitized from it, from hearing it so often, or just thinking that it's logic, like treat people how you want to be treated, or, you know, have manners and say please, or just like simple little stuff like that, or hard work pays off. But like, while these are true, I think it's so important that we think deeper on it and add our own insight into it. Because while it's true, everyone has their own like individual like perception of how they like to perceive things, or take it as you will. And sometimes it can be misconstrued or taken too harshly. While, like, of course, I could agree that hard work does pay off, I think that what people call hard work, like the outcome that they're seeing, the payoff, like that can come from pure passion and joy. And it doesn't have to come from brute motivation, discipline, and hard work. I think that like discipline is a strong factor of success, but what I really think it is passion. I think that you have to have passion and I found the word audacity. I was looking for audacity. You need to have passion and audacity to go and strive for what you want. And, you know, like, I think it's pure joy whenever someone relentlessly goes after what they want. And why I think that is because that you get a lot farther in things whenever you are enjoying it, whenever you have fun in it, when you add a little bit of whimsical to it, and when you're not that completely serious. You have more fun when you're not so serious. And then in that, when you can add whimsical to what you do your everyday, like whimsy, is that one thing of whimsical? Like if you just whimsical, okay? Like you're not focusing on the results. You're not dead set on like, it has to be this way. This outcome is what it has to be. You're just doing it because that it's fun. And this quote that I'm not sure if I've mentioned it already, like in a previous video or some other time, I talk about it a lot, and it's just like a cornerstone for me all the time. And I have it written down on my table. Well, not on my table, but I can show you guys. It's this verse right here that says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." This is James 1:2-4. And I think it boils down to doing things out of the joy of it, or just, you know, having that resilience and doing things anyways, even whenever it's not like turning out the way that you want, because that it's working it's working you up to be complete, to who you are, like at its like fullest, like with resilience and like learned experience. You have to go through these setbacks. It's like fundamental, and like people are afraid of it. People are afraid of rejection, but you have to get rejected. It's like, it's not like you can get rejected so many times, but if you win once, that's all you need. Like you only need to get it right once. But I think whenever you're so serious and you're too serious, you're branching off of your own fears in your head that you have created. And you're creating this stagnation that's rooted from perfectionism. And that's like preventing you from making any progress. And I always think to myself that even slow progress is still progress. And any progress at all is better than no progress. Inconsistent progress is better than no progress. And you have to do things not with, you have to do it out of just doing it, like because that you enjoy it. And I have examples of this, like journaling. I have multiple journals. I have a journal open right now that can like help me stay on track with this and explain this video with like my notes on the side. And then I have that journal. I have these ones are finished. This one is like almost done. I have that much left. And then this one, I just got it even though I'm not done with this one yet. This one that I currently have open. I just got it. It's new and I got it in LA. It's my favorite color. I love it so much. It's a hardcover. I just wish it had like numbers. Anyways, not the point. I love journaling, and I started it in middle school. Well, obviously, like if I started in middle school, I'd have a lot more than just these 4, but I mean 3 because that one's not even filled or written in. But I do. They're just like, I started off whimsical. I started off unserious, and then like that is what built momentum for me. Starting out unserious and doing it just because I enjoyed it and doing it out of how it was going to help and benefit me. And how it was going to help and benefit me was, one, get me started, which did like most of the work already, because just getting started, sorry guys. Okay, I don't know why he's barking. I think my dog heard something outside. But just getting started was literally what helped me take off and did so much. Like starting from like just writing in like, I also used to write in these little notepads, like little like notepads, and then I also used to write in like a school journal kind of notebook with like a metal like wiring. Like I would just write in there because like if it was paper, it was still like writable. And so I used that, and it was like done little things about like what I did that day. It was a lot shorter than like what I write now. Now I write like 4 or 5 pages one night easily, and before it would be like really small. But that's all I needed. It didn't have to be perfect, but doing it consistently or more frequently than never helped lead up to where eventually I did have something that was a lot more like worthy, it had like a lot more in it, and like I did it out of the benefit of gaining experience and learning through it. Because when I journal, I'm not just venting. I also am documenting my life, and I'm practicing metacognition. And now whenever like I'm not like whenever it's been like a while since I've journaled, like I will like literally watch myself become kind of more reactive and less intentional in things. And like journaling has been my cornerstone and like a foundation of everything. I don't think I would be where I am, like how like in the kind of state of like I guess progression and success that I am in right now. Like I wouldn't have been where I am. I'd probably be a slob if I didn't start out not, perfect, just doing it to do it just because. And it was for the benefit of me. And doing it like that, like people, they would see the amount that I write or read, and they will probably think that like, wow, that girl has discipline, and like I'm flattered. Like I love for people to like think that way of me, but that's not true. I don't have discipline. I'm lazy, and like I there's a lot of other things that I don't do, but people like would think like she's disciplined, she is on that, she probably takes an ice bath like every couple of days and blah blah, or I don't know. I didn't even know that it was like actually a practice like people do like journaling until someone told me, but that's not true. Like honestly, it's just that I enjoy it. It's like Elon Musk. He's now a trillionaire. And like does anybody like really think that this guy needs a single other dollar, or that he needs to work, or he needs to invest more or put more into whatever asset? Like he doesn't need to do anything. He could have retired himself literally a decade ago. Like he's not doing it out of necessity and like out of like an obsession of like I need to become the next trillionaire. That was literally a byproduct of him pursuing his passion in something that he enjoys. So it's like effortless. Like these things that people think that are like, wow, how do they do that? Blah, blah, blah. You could do that too. Everything you see that someone else does, you could do too. You just have to live in their mindset. Everything stems from your brain. It's like you take in so much like patterns of other people and all your influences, and then you spit it back out. And I think like if you take the time to just like sit with yourself, journal, and then think of the way that you're thinking, and like sit on a retrospective like spot away from the emotions, you can really get yourself places. Like genuinely, you can go places if you can do that. I think metacognition is like I think it is. That's what I heard. It's like the highest form of intelligence that anyone can show, but it's not a delusional hope it's not like delusional to say that like, oh, just keep doing something because like hard work pays off, like, oh, it's gonna work, like blah blah. That's like, people get it mixed up. They think that you're supposed to be delusional. You're not. It's not delusion. It's doing it without being a perfectionist and saying like, I'm not gonna do it. unless this happens, or because that this setback happened, I'm not gonna do it anymore. You need to like chillax and stop being so dead serious, and like have the humility and accept that you're not going to be the best at everything you do. You're not gonna be the best at everything. You're not going to always look your best. You're not always going to be like the prettiest person on the world, or like never sin, never like feel angry. You're allowed to be human. You're allowed to react. You're allowed to do things out of the benefit of experiencing and failing and going through rejection. And genuinely, like, we live in such a filtered society now. It's like people are afraid of like simplicity and like natural state of like imperfection. Like everyone, like, am I overcomplicating it? I kind of, but like I feel like being authentic with everything that you do makes your life more catered to you. Like, it's like whenever you're authentic and whenever you're truly yourself and you're weird, or you don't overthink and you just do things, what's meant for you will come to you, and it will, like, you won't have to live out of like this people pleasing and fake facade. And it's why people say like do what you're passionate about. Do what you're passionate about, because that's authentic to you. Don't do what someone else is passionate about, and like you can go so far. But yeah, I think any progress is better than no progress. And joy is the fuel to success, and seriousness can be the downfall for many ambitious people. So I think if you can just keep in mind that nothing is that serious at the end of the day, then you can actually grow something that's ironically very serious. And obviously, you always need that little reality and that like check with yourself, like, is this actually working? But at the same time, just keep in mind, like, we all wither away one day, and it would matter most if like you at least did something while you could have. Genuinely, everyone has so much potential in this world. Everybody. And you can do exactly what someone else does, and you set yourself up for whatever situation that you find yourself in. And I believe in you. But love, peace, and good night.